This. Say something.
Hello.
Ooh, there we go. Perfect.
I should probably change out of the dungeon environment, though.
Nah, you can do whatever you want. It don't matter.
Okay.
It don't matter.
There's this thing I want to do for the start of the podcast. And I want to run it by you before it is done.
You don't need to run shit by me.
Okay, perfect.
Trevor's not in control here. We get to do whatever the fuck we want.
I love it. I get these glasses real quick so there's no reflection off of them. Cheers.
Cheersies.
Solancha.
5, 4, 3.
Great shit, no. Do it again. God damn it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to another exciting episode of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast, featuring your host, DjLobsterDust. Oh, he's got a little dick. And also, no Trevor. No Trevor. Trevor's in Hawaii. So we don't have Trevor for this podcast.
But you have the Rat King!
But we have the Rat King. We have the Rat King. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, please stay away because the Rat King is loose.
No, you don't want to be anywhere near this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I mean, he's not like court ordered away to stay away from kids. It's just a good idea.
It's just a recommendation, you know?
Yeah.
Like 9 out of 10 dentists recommend flossing. I don't know what that other one
like it better. 9 out of 10 dogs recommend staying away from Sean. He's very philanthropic in his off time. He volunteers at the SPCA, and I think he holds the record for most dogs put down in one day. So
exactly, I just adopt them and take care of them again and again.
Yep. Oh, you were once loved, dead. So
that's it. It's like, would you rather die loved once or not at all? It's
gonna be a rough one, folks. All right.
Not any rougher than that bender you and Trevor pulled last week. Jesus.
Oh yeah, let's just hop right into it. We land. We can start before we land because Trevor clearly said, "Get at my place at this time." So I said, "Bet, let's do it." And I got there. Oof, I've been drinking.
Good.
Cheers.
Cilantro.
We're gonna let this fucking devolve real quick. So I get there, like an hour before he told me to get there, which is fine. But then we can't do anything. Like we can't drink. We're just in this like holding pattern, waiting to go to the airport, right? So we're pacing back and forth, and we just keep like looking at it, like I need a fucking drink, man. Like I need a fucking, just going through the motions. Cliff shows up.
So you just pour yourself a little something.
Nah, I had to drive us to go meet Audrey.
Shit.
And we're like, okay, we're gonna ease into this, okay? We're not gonna do what we normally do. So we get to the airport, make it through, and we have like an hour and a half to kill for the plane. Cool. Let's just go have a drink, right? A drink turns into 2 drinks and 2 shots at the airport bar for like a cool $180.
Yeah, those airport drinks, they get you
hard. And then I get on the flight, and like the whole time, because I'm separate from both of them, right? They're on Alaska, and I was on Southwest because I have a billion like miles on like my credit card to use. But then every time I get on a Southwest flight, I just remember like why most people don't like Southwest. They suck. So I get on this fucking flight, and the whole joke was oh, I'm gonna creep out the person next to me by like offering him like patting on the seat and like waving somebody down, and then I'm gonna annoy him the entire flight. I brought my Steam Deck, and I was like, I'm just gonna annoy him.
Volume crank it.
I was gonna be playing Elden Ring and ask him like how he would like just like he's trying to ignore me, and I was just gonna shove it in his face. Like, what would you? Are you a faith build? Huh? Arcane? Huh? Oh, it was just I don't know. I don't want an air marshal called on me, but it'd make for a good story. So, I get in, I sit down, right, and because it's Southwest, my knees are like this. I'm like, motherfucker, I can't even get to my bag. Like, so I can't pull out the Steam Deck. I sit down, and this guy sits next to me. I'm like, whatever. Maybe I'll just try to all the booze is starting to kick in. Maybe I'll just try to go to sleep and eat. Hey, pal, how's it going? Hey, oh, everything fucking flips on me, dude. We start flying. He's all, you ever been there? I'm on the window seat, mind you, and he's the middle seat. He's pointing like this out the window. He's all, you ever been there? And I was like, maybe. I don't know what that rock is. And he's all, oh, that's such and such. Oh, that's so and so. And then like we get a little further. He's all, see that right there? That's Half Dome. That's El Capitan. I was like, do you climb rocks, dude? He's all, yeah. I didn't know if you picked up on that. I climb a lot of rocks.
Freehand, you should try it, bro. Come with me one time.
I know. I was trying to think of. I can't remember the name. What is it? 147 hours, where the guy had to cut his own arm off. I was trying to think of jokes, but this guy was just like he was just faster than me because rock climbing is his passion. And as a joke, like a very sarcastic joke, I looked at him and I was like, "So, like, what would you think the best rock to shove your hand in is?" He's all, oh, you mean for grip strength? I'm a real fan of granite, but some people don't like granite. You definitely don't want. And then, like, he just keeps sailing with it. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like,
it sounds like you got caught in an SNL sketch. There should have been like a hidden camera somewhere.
I couldn't win. And then the people are coming down the aisle, and they're like, does anybody want any drinks? I was like, please tell me you serve alcohol. They're like, yeah. I was like, can I have 4 tequilas? And they're like, tequila, like you want it as a drink? I was like, no, you can just bring those little bottles. I'm just gonna chug them. And they're like, okay, you're gonna drink all 4? I was like, I'm gonna drink all 4. So I drink all 4. It does not help the situation at all. All it does is kind of like make me like, I'm feeding into it more. Like I'm stuck. My back's against a wall. I'm going full fucking Stockholm syndrome, trying to like get this guy on my side. Like I was like, no, we're friends. We don't have to keep talking about rocks. It doesn't work. And
he drew you into his own abusive relationship.
Oh, fucking fully. So that was the plane ride. We land. I get to the airport and I meet for the first time the beautiful Rylux. Oh, he's just so pretty. And he snuck up on me, but like I saw his beautiful like scruff in his jawline. I didn't even realize he was wearing a shirt that had my face on it. But he came and he picked me up at the airport. We went back to his place and we started like lightly drinking. Like I got a little bit of a buzz, but like I'm just meeting all these people that I only play with like online, you know? And so we're going back and forth, like, you cocksucker, show me your dick. Like, you know, just like
as one does with people they've just met.
Yeah. Like light shit. And then in comes Trevor. Trevor's been in first class. Trevor's been drinking this whole fucking time. And Trevor's taking no fucking prisoners. You know when Trevor gets that look in his eye, and his walk goes from like a walk to like a like he's on a fucking mission.
A mission is just,
and he's pouring, drink it, pussy. He's in full fucking Trevor mode, and you know it starts getting a little blurry there. I remember at one point we had just like not even solo cups; they were like literally gas station cups that you like fill up like the little 16-ounce like big gulps or whatever.
Knowing you two, I'm going beyond that. I'm thinking you guys like are just drinking straight out of fucking these massive motherfucking things.
Thank God, dude. I just got the shivers if Trevor would have had access to those because
Jungle
I thought
juice.
I picked up my cup. I ended up picking up Trevor's cup. I went to just like slam the rest of it and it was just all vodka. Like there's not a hint of a mixer. And Oh, just talking about it kind of gives me the mouth sweats a little. Full fucking Trevor. So we leave and we're ready. We're ready for the night. We're probably already toast, but we're ready for the night. We are about a block and a half away. And Trevor's all, look, fucking tacos, and just like disappears. He's deviating from the group, and he doesn't give a fuck. And I was like, Trevor, what are you doing? No, come on. He's like, they got fucking tacos here, man. It's just this like hole in the wall taco place, and I'm like, we're literally going right over here, right there, like just right like 2 blocks that way, and we're there. And I promise you, they have food, they have tables, they have arcade games, man. We're gonna go there. And he's like, I want fucking taco. There's no telling him no. So I'm like, okay. The rest of the group is like, dude, we're fucking hungry. We're not waiting. So we're going. And Trevor's all, I'll just fucking meet you there. It's just right there. I'm like, yeah. Call him on my phone. And I'm literally giving him like directions to this place. I was all, okay, if you cross the street, you'll see a sign. It was a big kombucha sign. Here's the booch is what it said. And I was all, just right underneath that.
Right under the booch. Just get right in that booch.
No, exactly. That's what we all just kept laughing. Like, yeah, get the booch, guy. But like, I'm talking to him on the phone, and he's all, yeah, fuck you, I'll be there. That's the last we hear from Trevor and Cliff for like 16 hours.
Oh my God.
They disappear. Apparently, that's the last place Trevor remembers having his phone. They left. They went the opposite direction of where I told them. They went away from the booch. At some point, they realized he didn't have his phone anymore. And so they started looking for it. So I want you to imagine a drunk Cliff and a drunk Trevor in a foreign city with no sense of direction trying to find a place that they once were.
I was like, I so few people understand Trevor's capacity for alcohol, because not only is he a party machine, there's a lot of people who are a party machine. They don't take into account that that's how he deals with his chronic pain. It's just straight liquor. That's his medicine. That's Papa's medicine.
Yeah. Well, this was the Trevor that rare and few people have seen. This is, I mean, over our decades of friendship at this point, I can think of a handful of times that I've seen him this drunk, just like right out the gate. Man. So they disappear. We gonna go on our own way. Wake up and I have a text message from Cliff. Trevor lost his phone. Call me. Call, and Cliff like immediately hands off the phone to Trevor, and then you just hear like Cliff apparently was just puking for like 3 hours. Riley looks, everybody else, they were like dead, and this is like 10 in the morning, and Trevor's like, I don't know what to fucking do, man. I don't know. What do you want to do? And I was like, I don't know. We need a fucking game plan. I was like, just come to our hotel, and we'll start figuring shit out, right? But he doesn't have a phone, so I'm trying to get ready. Mind you, I'm pretty hungover too. I'm trying to get ready, and then the phone rings like the in-room phone, and it doesn't sound like Trevor. It goes, we've had some noise complaints. We're gonna have to ask you guys to vacate the suite. And I was like, excuse me? He's all, I'm just fucking with you. It's Trevor. Come down. I'm in the lobby, motherfucker. I'm like, all right. So I go down to the lobby. We walk. We get food, and we're just trying to game plan. Do you know what's on your phone? Everything, right? Your boarding pass, all of your communications.
Oh no!
Your tickets to TwitchCon, to the convention that we just flew for. It's all on a QR code in your email. Like, just everything that we could need is there.
I remember a period of time, like it wasn't even that long ago. It was like a decade ago, maybe at most, like a bit further, like 12, 13 years, whatever. But I remember a period of time where you could fucking forget your phone at home, leave with your wallet, and just be like, oh, fuck it, whatever, day's fine. Nowadays, you could fuck the wallet, fuck the cards, fuck all of that. Everything.
Every fucking thing. Oh, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was. So, we game plan. We're like, you know what? We're just going to try to get in. And honestly, it was very laxed. I don't think Trevor had to show an ID or anything. He was like, no, I'm Lokar the Man Beast. And they were like, oh, okay, sir. It's like, what?
I can't believe that shit worked.
Yeah.
There's like a
made
whole
me
bunch
scan
of
mine. I was all,
there.
I'm the lobster dust there. Do you have a QR code? I was like, fucking, it worked for him. Whatever. I gave my QR code. Whatever. We made it into TwitchCon. Yeah. The beginning of TwitchCon was rough. I'm not gonna lie, because we're hungover and we're like, we made it. But then after like we've walked around for a little bit, we start realizing like we need alcohol. We need it badly. Like the high of like mission accomplished is far. It's over. It's gone.
You're starting to get like, I bet you had like a heavy breakfast too, so you're probably starting to get like the meat sweats mixed with the hangover.
I ate a lot of bacon.
Yep, there you go.
So fucking, we start walking around and we're walking and we're pacing. We find the Fun Pimps. They gave us a 7 Days to Die shirt.
Fuck yeah.
Shout out to Fun Pimps. This is easily the best shirt, including the ones that I bought. Like just the material, the printing. Good job. Trevor got to chat them up for a little bit. He didn't suck anybody's dick.
I'm surprised.
I know.
That was actually going to be my first question.
He's all, oh my god, it's the Fun Pimps. Oh, because like we were like looking, we were searching,
putting
them
on
out.
lipstick.
Yeah, you know, he's getting his gear ready, making sure he looks presentable, and then he's all, hi, and I was like, what happened? What's going on here, bud? None of that. He chatted him up a little bit and talked to him, and then they demonstrated their new plugin that's coming out for it. And then we went back on our way. Oh, also, I have these fresh ass like Y2K Boost fucking Adidas that I've never really worn, you know, but I kind of wanted to look cool.
But they're gorgeous shoes.
Do you remember when you wear shoes that like would just cut into the back of your heels?
Like the fresh shoes, the brand new ones that haven't been broken in.
My feet were literally bleeding into my shoes like an hour in.
Oh god!
So everywhere we're walking, I'm like, I'm trying not to like bend my legs while I walk. Just looks weird. We go through. We decide like alcohol is a necessity, especially like Trevor's like I'm dying, like because he's like just breaking down as a person, and then I'm just currently bleeding. So I go. We find the bar up top, and we buy a Corona. And the Corona sucks, dude. It's just gross. We're like,
it's warm. It's in a plastic cup.
And they were cold, to their credit.
I figure.
But it just wasn't doing it. They also had tequila. And as a joke, not as a joke, we like walk by, we're like, fuck that, not drinking that. Like 2 sips in the Corona, I need that tequila. He's like, no, man, no. I was like, dude, we just have to get like one down. Just to fight it, like just bring us back. We need that fucking rally cry. Yeah,
like a Mexican Boilermaker, just like the tequila in the Corona, just the worst concoction.
Fucking, but they wouldn't give us just shots. Because I was like, can I just get 2 shots of tequila? They're all, we're not serving shots. We have these in cocktails. I was like, oh, that's even better. I didn't really want the shots. Like I'm forcing myself to do this. I'll have 2, and he's all, we don't serve shots. This like fucking like 7-year-old bartender who's just not having anything. I'm like, I don't know. Am I speaking a different language? Are we on the same page here? I don't want shots, and I'm glad that you're not allowed to serve them. Please give me 2 drinks. They were rough.
What were the cocktails?
It was tequila, grapefruit juice, soda water, and salt and lime.
Let's just like open the fridge. What have we got? Okay, that'll work.
They weren't bad. The first one was rough, but it was like we were just like just fight through it. And then after the first one, the second one wasn't as bad. And then by the time we got to the third one, we're back in the game, boys. We met this guy who, fuck, I should have prepared more. I have his card somewhere. He's a true crime enthusiast. He does vlogging. He does stuff like that. He was super cool. We had a drink with him, and then we started wandering around bullshitting. I spent $150 on their pillows, but they're pillows of like tits from this very voluptuous black woman. And I just saw boobs on pillows, and I was like, I want that. So I bought them, but then I didn't want to carry them, so I gave them away. Yeah, bad call. We walked around.
Generous.
We went to I thought so. The first person I gave it to was like, no, please, no. And I was like, it's yours, bye. We went to a competitive Minecraft tournament. We had no clue how it was competitive, why it was competitive, what they were doing. We were just looking for a place to sit.
Please tell me though you guys got super into it. I want it to be like you should. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. 10 minutes later, you're just like, "Yeah!"
No, that's the
Oh,
exact opposite. We sat
oh,
down
that's
and we
just.
start dying. I know. No, that your story sounds way cooler. Um, I don't know if you can see. That's our faces. We're literally dying. I was like, let's take a picture. I took the picture and I was like, ew, we look gross in that picture. I'm not retaking it. My mouth's open. I'm just
Oh.
fucking.
To be fair though, that's about the facial expression I would expect from a competitive Minecraft tournament.
Yeah. So we sit there for a while, realize we're still dying, start walking around, wandering. There was a strange amount of stout men. Very
Like, are we talking about like fat, or are we talking about like?
fat. Fat is what
Oh,
I'm
okay,
going for.
okay, there we go.
Fat, portly, hairy, hairy like me, but not as full in the beard. Like the real like scraggly beards.
And like the one that goes
bald.
down the neck.
Yes, yes. But they were also wearing cat ears and French maid outfits. There was hundreds of them. Yeah.
Ironically, if there's hundreds of them,
There's a group.
probably not ironically.
There was just a lot of cross-dressing dudes all dressed as French maids with cat ears on. I don't. Maybe someday somebody will explain this to me. I don't know what it was, but I can't imagine that many coming from all over the United States to San Diego would just do it on coincidence. Like, hey, we had the same outfit, like the same shirt. Like, okay,
it was obviously planned.
Yeah, I guess.
And now I'm just curious beyond belief.
I know, but I'm afraid to type that in my Google search bar.
That's going to be there for if I ever run for political office. Someone from Comcast is going to be pulling me aside. You're our bitch now.
Fucking. But we wander around. We see the sights. Rylix and all of them kind of came a little later. Met up with them. Oh, and we were waiting for 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, the taco shop that Trevor abandoned everybody for, where we thought his phone originated at, opens back up. So at 5 o'clock, the hunt continues. We're back hitting the streets. We're fucking walking all over the place. I'm still bleeding into my fucking shoes. We're on an adventure. We go to the taco shop. We walk up. We pull all the booths out. Fucking nothing. So then we start just wandering. Any place where I'm like, it was almost like that scene in Beer Fest. I was like, we just need to get you as drunk as you were that night, and I'll just follow you. You just go where it feels natural.
Recreate it.
Yeah. But we started wandering. I'm like, how about that? He's like, maybe. I don't know. So we go in there. I'm like, you got a phone? Like, we would just walk in and yell, anybody turned in a phone? They'd be like, nope. We just went up and down the streets and never found it. And then Trevor used my phone and he called Google to see if they could find a way to like help find his phone or like anything. And this poor girl, she met a very hungover, a very angry Trevor, who, to his credit, was trying his best. He's like, you're not. You know, when somebody's angry, they start like laughing to themselves and like talking to themselves. He was doing that while pacing back and forth and massaging his temples with one hand. And I was just like, sitting across the fucking hotel room like the weird guy at an orgy. Like, oh, this is bad. Meanwhile,
we've all been that guy.
There's a giant. He's trying to talk. We're on the 7th floor and the windows are all closed. He's trying to talk to this lady, and people outside are just screaming. It almost sounds like a riot. And there's this huge Iranian like protest going on for like women's rights in Syria or some shit. And it sounds like they're like flipping cars over, but every time I went to look out, like everything's fine. They're just yelling a lot and like just hitting shit.
I mean, like, I know that stuff's going on over there, and good on them for showing moral support, but that's just like a fucking... We're literally half a world away.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, that's what San Diego needed.
Yeah, why not?
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, oh, Cliff. Cliff.
Yeah, like, okay.
Where's Cliff been this whole time? You might have
Good
asked. Good question. Cliff just, as soon as he stopped throwing up, just like he's like, all right, later, guys, and just dipped to the other side of the fucking city to meet our friend Chris.
That was that the reason Cliff went down there to hang with Chris?
Yes.
Okay.
He's all, later. So they're all still at TwitchCon. We decided we're not going to go back to TwitchCon, you know? That's over. So we get out of there. We dip over, and we meet up with Chris and Cliff and them. We go to this bar, Tony's.
Tony's. Makes sense. Good
We
bar
went
name.
we went to two bars, Tony's and the Silver Fox. Between those two bars, I alone spent $760 in bar tabs.
Oh, buddy.
And next thing you know, I was on a plane and I'm back in Sacramento.
So I guess you don't remember that point where you almost broke your back where like 6 other people did the same thing.
What? Was that a thing?
Oh, yeah. Just like Trevor and I were talking about, I thought you were part of the conversation. But apparently there's this big old foam battle pit somewhere in TwitchCon.
Oh, that was... Yeah, no, that was at TwitchCon.
Yeah,
Now,
and a lady broke her back in 2 places.
yeah, a porn star, Adriana Chechik.
Oh!
Yeah, she's a streamer and a and an adult entertainment star, I believe is what she would prefer to be called. And so the foam pit. We were literally like, we saw it. We looked at each other. He's like, I would fuck you up on that. I was like, oh, let's get in line. But they ended up shutting it down. They shut it down because Adriana Chechik got in the thing, and after she won her like little pugil stick fucking American Gladiator challenge, she raises it, she throws her thing, she jumps off, and she does like a cheerleader, like where like her legs come up and she touches her legs out here, holds her feet, comes straight down, and I mean just right on her tailbone into the foam pit. Now the foam pit was about this deep, with just like foam blocks on a concrete fucking floor. What did they think was going to happen?
I think that they're going to have to be paying this streamer's medical bills. That's what I think is going to be happening.
They didn't fucking like, she's like, Lenovo, like, what's going on? Like, this happened at your event. Like, you haven't even like reached out to like see if I'm okay. It was Lenovo's booth, the laptop maker, and and she wasn't the only one. Apparently somebody broke their arm, somebody had like a really bad concussion, like 5 people were like rushed out of there, and like after like the big famous person literally breaks her fucking back and shatters a vertebra, they're like, no, we're not doing the foam pit anymore, just stand around and tell people we're busy or something.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Lenovo, our next sponsor.
Yeah. I heard you're desperate and we're cheap and ready to sell out. Come on over.
It'll be substantially less expensive than her medical bills, we promise.
Yeah. Oh, man. But, yeah, I mean, aside from time warping through the bars, I did meet a guy. All I wanted to do was go to bed. The last thing I really remember, it's like 9 a.m, and everybody was at the hotel I was staying at, and like there's like a rager party. I was like, I have a flight in 4 hours, guys. Can we please, like, you can just keep talking, but I'm sleeping right there on that couch. So if you could please just move off the couch so I can just get a little bit of sleep and charge my phone before I have to get on a flight. And this.
Don't stop there.
I was going to tear some guy down. I'm not going to.
Leave him nameless. Leave him nameless.
It's way too obvious.
Okay.
It's way too obvious. Fucking Queen's Gambit, motherfucker. Anyways, eventually everybody left and I got to sleep, and then we barely made our flight. And then my flight actually was delayed. at some point they're like, "Oh, we're having what do they say? Instrumentation difficulties." I was like, "Oh shit!" And I paid extra money so that I could board first, so I got like the first seat just so I could get the fuck off and not wait for anybody. Which also means I see like the cockpit, the cabin's quarters. Which also means when they say instrumentation delay, I see 3 guys walk in there with iPads and start like pointing and like I don't know, like they're like looking at each other like is that the thing? And then they're pulling out like fucking like the original Xbox like parts that size with just wires everywhere, just like and then taking that off the plane and then like oh no.
No.
No, leave that one. Yeah, they're just like swapping, like hard swapping stuff, and I'm like, well, at least I'll be dead soon, and I won't have to worry about this. Like fucking.
It's just, you put on the big sunglasses and you're like, let it happen quick.
Yeah. Fuck. And
But TwitchCon.
Yeah. It was wild. It was rough, and I should have used lube.
I imagine it never uses lube.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. I thought there would have been more, and like maybe we just didn't seek them out enough, but I thought there would have been more like new games being announced and stuff like that. But really, like the only time that they were doing like big stage things, there's a lot of presentations from people about like if you're a content creator, come to this room and we're doing a presentation. There'd be like 30 people lined up, and you go in a room and somebody would like give a talk about like a PowerPoint, like you do this. Like there was a lot of like educational stuff. But you'd think there'd be like a big grandstand of like developers coming out and being like, "This is a new game we're releasing," and they're like, "Oh fuck yeah, like we want to play that." Like there wasn't a lot of that.
I mean, I imagine with TwitchCon, like Twitch, for as much as it's a premier streaming platform, I would even say the premier streaming platform, it's mostly about the personalities.
Yeah.
Like the games themselves, there's so many different people. Like I watch streamers who play goddamn card games on occasion. What the Hearthstone's not going to come out and be like, "Whoa, look at this shit we're going to do."
Yeah, And
I mean, I could see maybe Apex. Apex is huge in the streaming community.
Yeah.
Absolutely bonkers. But
they're
not many.
I know. I don't know. Maybe that just shows that it was pointed out to me relatively early, just walking in through observations, that Twitch is definitely more than just like us fucking gamers, because there's like a whole makeup section where like girls are like doing that, and then like, they're showing like streamlights for like girls who do like makeup tutorials, and then there's a whole lot of drag queen section where like they're like, hey, we're I don't want to get canceled. But there's a lot of drag queens.
Hey, it mixes well with the makeup tutorial.
Yeah.
But like, can you fucking imagine if you were one of those makeup streamers and you're like, I can make it big, I can make it better, and you go to fucking TwitchCon and it's just all the chaos you described?
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I can't be the only one that felt out of place there.
Apparently, the only people who didn't feel out of place were the stout men in maid costumes.
Yeah. Maybe I fucked up. Maybe I should have got on that fucking chain email. Oh. Fucking. Well, what did you do while this was going on? Where were you when you were hearing about Trevor losing his phone? Because I was texting you because you were texting Trevor in the group chat. You like said something to Trevor. I was like, "Oh, Trevor lost his phone. He had to get tacos." Oh fuck! Yeah. I forgot. I was gonna get tacos so that when we did the podcast, I was eating tacos the whole time. I fucked that up.
I was like honestly just doing shit at work. Like we had that fucking Hellcat I sent you, because fun little goof. Like I'm pretty sure you mentioned it on the podcast before, where like I'm gonna help you out with a car, but I'm just linking you all of this crazy expensive shit.
Yeah, the $92,000 Hellcat, and the Hellcat. I literally like you sent it, and I opened up my phone, and I was like, "Oh shit." A Charger, like I just got a car, but like if it's cool, like maybe I'll trade mine in. I'll make a little more payments. Like maybe it's like maybe it's a cool one. Like it's not like overpriced because like you could get chargers for a decent price. You know. I open it up. It's a $92,000 Hellcat Red Eye. Motherfucker.
Someone tried to steal it off our lot. We have a security guard. We have security systems in it. We just got, like, I come into work in the morning because I've got an opening shift, and I was just all bleary-eyed in the morning because it was just a late night beforehand. And all of a sudden, I just see this weird thing on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck is this big thing? Why is there a broken rear windshield here? And I just look up, and the rear window of the Hellcat is gone. It's gone. And the inner panels are busted open, and someone was trying to fuck with the wiring, so we had to get like a security system guy out there and make sure all the wiring was solid. I was just like, what the fuck? Someone came in and bought it full price.
Did you fix it?
Oh yeah, guaranteed. But it's still, I was just like, Jesus.
So are thefts at a car lot a thing?
Yeah.
How do they
big
get
time.
off the lot?
Okay,
There's
so
90,000 fucking cars all packed in together. How do they navigate that?
not as many cars nowadays because there's like inventory is so low everywhere.
Oh, touche.
But like one of the main ways people like try to steal cars, and I'm not sure if I should say it on the thing, but dealers know about it, so they train their dudes. But apparently, like, it'll just be like some like meth head couple. They'll come out and they'll be like, "Hey, we just want to take a look at this car. Hey, could you like open it up for us? Okay, great. Could we start up the car? Excellent." It's like, hey, it's like we really like this. Can like me and my wife have a minute to talk it over? Oh yeah, okay, sure. Then like the car salesman steps away, and then they just swap out that key for another one. And so they have the key to the car, and they give you a fake key. And so that they just leave and come back later and start that shit up and drive off. Yeah! That's apparently a thing that happens. So what happens is like anytime someone does something similar to that, you're just supposed to like lock the car remotely with the key afterwards. And if it doesn't go off, you're literally supposed to turn to them and be like, "Hey, can I get the real key back?"
Yeah, no, that's what I'd imagine.
Yeah, and
has that ever happened at your lot?
not to me. Like I've got like I got pulled over with a dude on a test drive once before. That was fun.
Nice. Were you driving or him driving?
He was driving, and he was just like, and the cop pulled him over, and he lost his mind. He was just going like, I'm sorry, I was just talking to him, and I didn't realize what was happening. Because the dude drove up here for like 3 hours to get the fucking car. And the cop, it was just like, oh, okay, so it's a new car? And he's like, you weren't paying attention? And he just leans in, and he like taps on the display. He's like, that right there? That's the speedometer. Gave the guy a fucking ticket. Stone cold. Man has to come back up here now, some point in the future, 3-hour drive just to deal with that ticket.
Fuck.
Some people give no fucks.
Yeah. I like that. Fucking. You should have hit him up like, hey, and because you did that, like, we're gonna have to add another $1,000 to the price of the car. What? Yeah, because it goes on the record. It goes on our record, so we have to pay that. So it's something that we do have to charge you for. I'm very sorry about that. Do you have cash? It'd be best if you paid me cash and didn't.
It's like we can add it to the price of the car. It just adds the monthly fee, and some people don't like that.
Yeah. Fuck.
Just drill it in worse.
Yeah. It would just really fuck with a guy.
Yeah, no. It's like being in the car salesman business has 100% made me a worse person.
Good.
Good.
You're a little.
I was a better
nice.
person before this.
So aside from like the work, what games you been playing, man?
What games have I been playing? Dude, okay, I dove back in to Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I was telling you about this earlier because like they finally, like 3 years later.
Yeah.
Probably not 3 years, like a year and a half.
No, just about 3.
Jesus. But they fixed a lot of the issues that were there. And so last time I was playing this sniper sneaky build, and that was fun. It was a challenging playthrough. Now I'm doing the quick hack one, which is like the game's magic system,
Yeah.
and it's obscenely easy. I remember doing this one mission where it's like it was this multi-tiered complex, and you had to sneak in there and get this person and get them out, and it was a fucking nightmare because there were cameras everywhere, and the dudes were on constant patrol, and they all had real good fucking weapons. But if you're a quick hack one, you can actually turn the cameras against the enemies who are in the complex. So my guy just pulled up in his car like about a half a block away, found a camera, hacked into the camera system, and just slowly panned through everyone and just set them all on fire one by one. And they're all freaking out, running about, trying to put each other out.
Yeah.
Just dying one by one. And at the very end of it, I just walked in there, grabbed what I needed to grab. There was one dude I missed, shotgunned him twice, and just left.
Fucking, that's a magical game. I actually, because of that, like the anime that came out, because of that, I was like, you know what? I do want to start playing that. What was your character? Were you a street rat, a corpo?
The very first time through, I played a nomad, but this time through, I'm going street rat. Which you want to have? What was yours?
My first one was a street rat. My second one was a corpo.
You don't know what the crazy thing is? I did not realize how short the street rat intro was. Like the nomad is this long,
you're already
drawn
there.
out of. Yeah, street rat is like 5 minutes. Boom, boom, done. I was like, shit. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The corpo, you have to have like a fall from grace to like meet Jackie and all that.
I can imagine like that would be because how else do you fucking go from being an executive at this like multi-billion-dollar we own this city corporation to nothing?
Yeah. Fucking are you a girl or a guy?
Dude.
How big did you make his dick?
I made his dick as big as you can. Of course.
Okay, yeah.
You gotta go with the swinging dong.
There we go. Step on that motherfucker.
So, like, although on occasion I'll just switch it in, depending. Every Tuesday I make it small. When I hit Friday I make it big again.
I missed that update. Okay. I know that was a thing. What characters have you fucked?
Jesus! I fucked the nomad girl.
Okay, first off, that's my wife. Her name's Pan Am.
Hey, you know what? It's like Eskimo brothers, I guess. Grats.
All right. Who else?
I remember that one, like, prostitute, joy toy, whatever they call it, who is almost like a what were those prophets in ancient Greece who would literally, like, they were these girls at this temple and they would, like, read your future or some shit like that?
What the fuck are you talking about? Is this in the game?
No, in the game there's these, you have to go talk to this hooker at one point in time.
Yeah.
And
up in the clouds?
Yeah, and they read your future, and I was just like, yes, it was the craziest thing. Apparently, that was a dude for me because like I couldn't tell with the name, and so I was like, well, okay. It's like
I did the same thing. I couldn't remember the name of the girl that I was supposed to do, and I clicked I think Angel.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So I clicked Angel, and a dude came out. I was all no. And he's all, hey, sweetie, and like starts. I was like, no. Like, I couldn't take it. I Alt F forward. I went back in. I made sure I knew what the name was. I wasn't gonna do it, man. Wasn't gonna do it. I don't want that on my character's fucking record.
No, here's the thing: is like for me, I was just like the dude came in, and I was just like, this is on me. This is my.
I'll take this shot to the mouth. It's okay.
Just poke my head out the door. Hey, I ordered Angel. Can you double check that? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that makes sense. Latin, huh? All right. Makes sense. Angel Hernandez, big cocksucker. Come on in here, bud. Let's wet that whistle. So fucking funny.
And then I spent like I remember first time through, I spent like what felt like a week. Who's that hacker lady with like the peacock colored hair? Judy, that was her name. And I was just like, Judy's badass. Fuck yeah, Judy. And then like all that, and she turned out to be a lesbian. I was like, oh.
That's why I started my second character strictly as a female. I shot my shot so hard, and then I literally had to like look it up. I was like, why is she not dead? Did I miss like a side quest where I had to like fucking like finger bang her butthole or something? Turns out she has no feelings towards the swing and dangling at all.
And to be fair, very realistic. Like
I know.
I think every straight dude has been out there before, where they're like, that girl, god damn, I like what? It's like hits me on every level. Lesbian. Okay.
Figures. I should have known when she knew more about baseball than me. Honestly, I am reinvigorated with the new series about Cyberpunk. And then you guys started playing it again, and now I want to start playing it again. When are we going to get some DLC for it?
It's coming. It's coming. There's a DLC on
coming.
its way out where apparently it like I dove into it at one point in time. The lore for Cyberpunk is literally it's nuts. It's absolutely crazy.
Oh shit.
Well, obviously because it's just like you're living in this nuked area of like Nevada and California, where this is like 100-mile city is. Yes, obviously it's crazy, but apparently like the eastern half of the United States is still the United States. So, it's like you start working for the president, and they're being relatively hush hush on the story, and that's fine. But they even brought back Keanu Reeves.
No
Yeah.
shit, Johnny's coming back.
So you get Johnny Silverhand back in the trailer for it. He's just like, because apparently you're talking to the president, and it's just like, repeat after me. I do so swear to solemnly serve the United States of America, that kind of a thing. So your character takes this oath, and Johnny Silverhand's, hey man, taking that oath, V, bad idea.
Oh, it's fucking funny.
So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I'm stoked.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Fucking, that was I don't know if it was like Skyrim level, but that was almost an all-consuming fucking.
Oh yeah.
Game.
No,
I played until my eyes felt like they were bleeding, and then I was like, all right, I have to go do something else.
Yeah, my second playthrough, like I said, like I am level 12. I have done all of this. Like max cap is level 20, if I recall.
Yeah.
You get a whole bunch of perks for doing other shit though. Jackie hasn't died yet. I am level 12 and Jackie is still alive.
So the rest of the game is gonna seem like a fucking cakewalk by the time you get to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to like bump the difficulty up to just nightmare, because like literally I'm starting to get like epic enhancements in my arms and shit, and I'm just like,
fuck yeah.
The only reason I started going back on the main story quest, I was just like, this game's missing something. It's very quiet. I don't remember why. Oh, Keanu Reeves isn't in my dome yet.
Yeah, he's not fucking chirping at you. You're not having the fucking like panic attacks and shit.
Exactly. So I was just like, I should probably go back and do that. It'd just be kind of funny if you could like just level yourself to max before that, go in and just kill Atom Smasher, just get away with a chip.
There was I think they patched it, but there was a way where if you didn't leave the thing, you could kill Smasher and you can get all of his stuff like before he even comes out and attacks the car. Like there was like a little hop, like a hop around, like a glitch through the wall, and he didn't recognize you as a fucking threat. So you could just sit there and just like, you didn't have anything, and you wouldn't be able to have enough ammo to just like kill him with a gun, but you could just sit there and just punch him to death, and then you could loot his body and you could take all of his shit and just come out of there like a madman.
One of those videos where the guy's just showing you how it's done, and then he pauses it just before he throws the first punch. He's like, okay, so you don't have weapons at this point, so I'm just going to fast forward through the 45 minutes I spent punching Atom Smasher.
Yeah. Yeah, by the time I saw that, because I started, like, my second playthrough, I was like, oh, I'm going to fuck every single person I can. Like, you have to find out, like, everything that you have to say, right? Because, like, sometimes you say the wrong thing, turns them off. You're not an option anymore. So I was like, I was diving deep on like which pathways to take, what to do this, and like there's like a whole section of just like glitches, and I think every one of them had been patched out by the time like I reached it, which is probably like in the glory days of, oh my god, why doesn't this game actually run at all? But there were some crazy ones in there.
I just remember, like, when I was first playing that game through, it was so hard to earn money. It was so hard to earn money when that game launched. Like, I
Did they change
remember.
it?
Oh yeah, now it's just like it's dropping money everywhere. That's part of the
Oh,
reason I'm so like decked out right now.
oh,
Is
they must have
because
changed that because yeah, I remember it being pretty rough to get fucking money too.
I couldn't buy a single car in my first playthrough. Yeah, like, you know how you had other missions where you could talk to your fixer and they'd, oh, you just buy this car from me and you'd get a better car?
Yeah.
Couldn't get one.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah, no wonder you have all the cool shit.
Oh, no, seriously. I haven't even had the option to buy a car yet, but still. It's like the trick
Jackie's
I've
got to
learned.
die. I'm not willing to commit to that. You don't even get Jackie's car yet, huh? Because he's still alive. Are you just fucking hoofing it everywhere?
No, like you start with a car, which is good. But
oh, that is right. So Jackie's
with your
still alive
little
when you have
like
that.
bulldog bobblehead over to the right.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
But,
so you drive in first person.
For like about 5 minutes until it tells you, oh, by the way, you can switch your camera. Third.
Yeah, third, never leaving.
If you are a person who can drive first person in games, first of all, fuck you. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, Trevor. There we go. There's a good plug. Atta boy.
Second, I'm impressed. I get motion sick. I just see all this I can't see anything about me.
I have
People are like,
no peripherals.
yeah,
Just running
exactly.
into fucking everything.
And people are like driving alongside, like there's a shootout beside you. I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
What is happening? It's
Oh
like,
man.
and some of the stuff you can do, it's just awesome. Like I was playing the second playthrough, and I remember in the first part of the tutorial, like a gang of male strummers or something, they just pop up next to you and start unloading on the car. But I did a quick hack, and you can blind the driver. So you just blind the driver. Now you don't need to kill him. You just blind him, and he's like, "Ah!"
And he just fucking dips out. Oh man, I need to dive into. See, you saying all this, like my first fucking like playthrough, it was like I didn't take advantage of hardly any of like the fucking like mechanics and stuff like that. I played it like it was fucking Halo. Just like just running, just.
And you can.
Yeah, you can. You can. I beat the whole game and almost all the side quests first playthrough. Second one, I got a little more into the hacks, but like it was so spread out. Like I didn't like hard commit to one that I doubt that I really even got there. Like half the hacks that you're talking about, I have no clue what you're talking about.
I just want to find a really good one. It's like so far it's not great, but I am positive you put points into it, it'll become this amazing build. Because I'm looking at the quick hack tree, and first off, it's called Contagion, and the reason I like it is because apparently I am a sick bastard. But you hit it on someone, and it does this low damage dot, but it spreads to people nearby. And I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. But when you hit it on them, they just start puking and start like going crazy. And I'm like, yes! And it spreads to other people. And I'm like, yes! So I just want to set up this build where I can do that camera thing in another building and then just watch everyone puke their brains out and collectively shit their pants and die. That's my goal with this build.
Oh, Sean, how you play video games is amazing.
I play how I would like to live.
Yeah.
Like a sadistic monster.
Yeah. Oh man. Any games you're excited for in the future?
Oh, dude. So many that I can't even really count. You want to know what I actually picked up recently? It's like, because it was a phone game, believe it or not, which I normally despise these things. But it was like I was having one of those shits where you're just in the bathroom for like a 4-hour period of time, and you can't leave.
A phone game.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Raid Shadow Legends. And so I am trying to see how far I can get in that thing without paying 1 red cent.
Oh, you're being serious? You were literally playing Raid Shadow Legends?
Yes.
Oh, god damn it.
And it's just like I'm just clicking through and like trying to figure out how this thing goes. And
They had a booth at TwitchCon.
oh, they did.
It might have been the biggest booth out of everybody's.
No way. How do you stream that?
I don't know, but like their whole like setup and everything, it said raid, and like the raid part like stuck up like into the sky like at least 10 feet, 12 feet.
Ow.
It was just this giant tower of raid. And Trevor's all, Raid Shadow Legends. I was like, yeah, fuck those guys. He's all, no, they're right there next to us. I was like, oh shit. All right, continue. Tell me about Raid Shadow Legends.
No, it's like I said, it's because I used to despise like those kind of things. But like I was on there and somehow like it was like a Facebook ad. And do you remember those like they to their benefit, they put out some amazing ads. Their ads are always hilarious and on point. Like I remember one with like the Death Knight where he's like training with this big Viking dude. He's like doing that tire lift and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's like he's in like 4 commercials or something like that. And every time like he at least got a giggle out of me. And apparently he's such a popular character. He's literally the worst. He is like bottom tier character. Like because there's tiers of power based on color. He's gray. Which is the worst.
Careful, Sean. Sean, careful. We don't judge by color here. Continue, but tread lightly, okay? We want to keep this video monetized.
So he's like, and I read this article after I got into the game where it's just like, he's so popular. We didn't expect him to become so popular. People are putting him in their teams and losing out on shit just because they like him so much. So there's this event going on right now where if you log in every day for a week in between, like the beginning of October and the end, you get him for free as this epic kitted out legendary thing. And so I'm just like, okay, I'll see what happens. And apparently, I'm just reading the chat in the game because it's up in the corner, and people are just talking like, "Oh my god, this is the most powerful character in the game." I'm like, okay,
so now's a good time to download Raid Shadow Legends. What you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. So
and if you use code YAP at checkout or wherever you may put a code, maybe they'll sponsor us.
It's just like the people in the thing. Why is 6 people putting in YAP in our code?
I think we have to send them a check. Well, we send everybody a check. Fuck it. Give them $100.
Trevor just opens his mail one day. He's like, tears it in half because it's Raid
Shadow Legends. Fuck these guys. Just kidding. We love you. We love you. Please sponsor us.
Yo, like I literally just said you had a pretty solid game for pooping, especially.
All right, closing this out, Sean. Sean, do you have any feelings that you would like to share? Anything that you would like to say to our audience? This is, I think, your like inaugural. Like you've been featured in a couple videos, but this is your first time really like talking to the camera, except for that drunk podcast that we've never aired and we probably never will.
Never will happen.
Yeah, no, you guys aren't ever seeing that. But Sean, this is your chance to speak. Stare into the eyes of our viewers, and now say something, or don't. Or, okay.
As ladies and gentlemen, if you are having just a terrible, awful, shitty day, embrace it and be a piece of shit. I recently learned that being a piece of shit for brief periods of time can feel really good and really cathartic. So the level of shit you get, rise to be that shitty.
That was good. That was a solid send off, Sean. Sean, thank you for being here in Trevor's absence. Hopefully he's getting stung by a fucking jellyfish and peed on by a family member. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to like, comment, share with your friends, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button. This has been You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast, where we almost talk nothing about gaming, and we're out.
Thanks for having me. Bye-bye.
Oh, you did Trevor's spot too.